It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football?
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Today we've got a solid matchup in store in the NFC, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from the Superdome. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first.
And tackled him for a loss.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. It's a pickup of 3rd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Newton, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move.
First round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something. My bad. We simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Boy, they're giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by the...
And on now is the punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm.
Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
I feel like I ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he stopped immediately there. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's some...
Williams now on 3rd down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough,
a first down carry here for Johnson. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 2nd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
So
now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case,
goal range. Now back to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 51 yards as his guys are on the board first here tonight. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7. Kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first.
Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Scrimmage the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Williams. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more yards there, and quickly. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed on? And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
In this first half. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Williams working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third.
Deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. One more go for this offense in the first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressive as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be flies all the way down inside the 20. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 6-yarder. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Has so far. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting. Something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. Ending the pass here, they've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the
create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to put it at the second level.
Now 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. It's Lloyd. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go.
Throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go to the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now both of these defenses.
Someone assigned to how did each play work? Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. As we get set for the fourth quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard.
Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be
planned and maybe go in a different direction.
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This is something.
That'd be the time to do it.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just look at it. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a first down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
But they picked up a little bit.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking
Goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down 13. Back to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
A chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Williams. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point.
Here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. This ball intercepted. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close,